First of the Queen stages, I think this is where things start to get really tough, especially, I'm in a GC support role, so wanting to make sure that we keep Spratty safe and out of the wind and make sure we cover any attacks that happen. So, yeah, I think now the work's just getting started.
The first mountain stage in the Giro d'Italia Donne. The seventh stage is 112 kilometers long and has a summit finish with a total of 2,000 meters of climbing. Some riders already trained here on the Passo Maniva, but racing is something else.
In training, you can pace yourself, and in a race you always have to adapt to someone else's speed, or either you go by yourself, but then you probably end up suffering, and then so it's so different in racing, and then all the emotions come there, and then you also did already 90 Ks before, really hard, so it's just a lot harder.
Leading up to the Passo Maniva, the peloton has time to warm up on 3 laps of 13.7 kilometers. In the first lap we have a break of 14 riders from the peloton. The break, with Chikidi, Harvey, Valin and Labous in their midst, seems to stick and get more than 8 minutes from the peloton. Meanwhile, the Maglia Rosa sitting comfortably in the belly of the peloton. Then Norwegian rider Amalia Lutro is trying to get away from the breakaway group and get over 20 seconds. And meanwhile, the slopes are getting steeper and the riders will face a 10-kilometer climb soon with an average of 8.1%. The peloton has picked up the pace and the gap to the breakaway is getting down fast now. Then, when Lutro is being caught by the breakaway, Georgia Williams and Juliette Labous place an attack. Although Williams cannot hold on to the French rider and Labous is now on her own. Behind the Team DSM rider, the group of favorites are picking up riders of the break one by one. Labous climbs on her own pace up the mountain and she's doing very well. Her advantage towards the group of favorites is even increasing now. Elisa Longo-Borghini places an attack. Mavi Garcia goes up and over and tries to break clear, but Van Vleuten is right there in her wheel. Now, the top 3 of the general classification is looking to each other and it's Van Vleuten with an attack, but cannot break clear from the other 2. Juliette Labous is counting her blessings, knowing that if she doesn't fold, she will win today's stage. Only 2 kilometers to the summit and the finish. Labous into the last corner, she cannot believe it, but she wins stage 7 of the Giro d'Italia Donne. Behind her, the fight for GC is still on. Van Vleuten places an attack and finishes second, just before her direct competition, Mavi Garcia.
I knew the last 10K was the real climb, so I was just waiting for that moment, and it was a bit tricky because the gap was going down really fast, from 5 minutes until to 2 minutes. So I was like, okay, I think I just have to go as hard as I can, and I will see who can follow. And then I was solo. So yeah, it was really long, but I tried to look also a bit to my power because I knew what I can do around 45 minutes. So I just hold that power as long as I could and made it.
Juliette Labous wins the 7th stage of the Giro Donne. 1 minute and 37 seconds behind the French rider is Annemiek van Vleuten, just ahead of Mavi Garcia, who finishes 4 seconds behind Van Vleuten. Mate Cavalli finishes 4th. Annemiek van Vleuten still leads in the general classifications and extends her lead to 31 seconds over Garcia. Cavalli is still 3rd with 1 minute and 10 seconds.